This story will help you learn English using the most common words from the Longman 3000 list. Reading and listening to stories is a fun way to practice English. Let's begin.
Lena always dreamed of adventure. She lived in a small village near the forest, where life was quiet and simple. But she longed to explore the world beyond the trees. One day, while helping her grandmother clean the attic, she found an old chest covered in dust. Inside, she discovered an ancient map, its edges worn and fragile. It depicted a secret path leading deep into the forest toward a mysterious place called the Hidden Kingdom. Curiosity sparked within her. "Grandmother, what is this?" Lena asked, holding up the map. Her grandmother's eyes widened with recognition. That is a tale of long ago," she whispered. "A kingdom hidden from the world, waiting for the right person to find it." She handed Lena an old compass and pendant. "These once belonged to someone very special. Perhaps they will guide you." That night, Lena could barely sleep. The thought of adventure excited her. At dawn, she packed food, a lantern, and her grandmother's gifts, then set off along the marked path. The forest was dense, the trees towering like giants above her. As she walked, the wind carried strange melodies, and the leaves rustled, as if whispering secrets. Hours passed before she reached a river, its bridge long broken. Frustration grew within her. Just then, a talking fox with golden fur appeared. "If you trust me, I can show you the way," the fox said with a sly grin. Though hesitant, Lena nodded, and the fox led her to stepping stones hidden just beneath the water's surface. Reaching the other side, Lena thanked the fox. "Beware of what lies ahead," he warned before vanishing into the trees. Continuing, she soon arrived at a stone gate, thick with vines. Examining her map, she noticed a symbol matching her pendant. She pressed it against the gate, and with a deep rumble, it slowly opened.
Before her lay a breathtaking city of golden towers and glowing flowers. People in colorful robes walked its streets, their eyes filled with curiosity as they saw her. A woman in an elegant cloak approached. "Welcome, Lena," she said warmly. "We have waited for you." Confusion filled Lena. "Me? Why?" she asked. The woman, Mira, led her through the city, explaining, "Your grandmother was once one of us, but she left to protect a great secret. Now it is your turn to complete her journey." Lena was taken to the royal palace where the queen awaited. "Our kingdom's power comes from the crystal of balance, but it is weakening," the queen explained. "Only a descendant of your grandmother can restore its light." Guided to a hidden cave, Lena saw the crystal, its glow dim and flickering. "To heal it, you must share a piece of your heart," Mira instructed. Closing her eyes, Lena thought of her family, her village, and her longing for adventure. She placed her hands on the crystal, and warmth spread through her. A sudden tremor shook the cave. Dark mist swirled as a hooded figure emerged. "The kingdom does not need balance, it needs power," the sorcerer Malgar declared, his voice echoing. Fear gripped Lena, but she stood firm. She poured all her hope and courage into the crystal, and a brilliant light burst forth, forcing Malgar back. He screamed as he was swallowed by darkness, vanishing without a trace. The crystal shone brightly once more. The queen and the kingdom rejoiced. "You have saved us, Lena," the queen said. "You are always welcome here." Though honored, Lena knew she had to return home. "I will always remember this place," she promised. Before leaving, Mira handed Lena a glowing stone. "This will guide you back, should you ever need us." With a heart full of gratitude, Lena made her way home, knowing her adventure had only just begun. She had not only discovered a hidden kingdom, but the strength and courage within herself. As Lena walked back through the dense forest, she felt the warmth of the glowing stone in her pocket. The path seemed clearer than before, as if the forest itself was guiding her home. However, just as she neared the village, a strange fog rolled in, making it difficult to see. The glow of the stone pulsed rhythmically, lighting her way. Lena's heart pounded as she heard a faint voice in the mist. "Lena, the journey is not over yet." Startled, she turned and saw a faint figure, barely visible. It was an elderly woman with the same pendant Lena carried. "Who are you?" Lena asked hesitantly. "I am a guardian of the hidden kingdom," the woman replied. "There is another secret waiting for you." The woman handed Lena an ancient scroll with unfamiliar writing. "This is the true history of the hidden kingdom," she explained. "Your grandmother only uncovered part of the mystery. To truly protect the kingdom, you must find the second crystal." Lena's eyes widened. "A second crystal?" The guardian nodded. "Yes, one that was lost long ago. Without it, the balance will not hold for long. It is hidden in a place beyond your world, where few dare to go." Lena felt both fear and excitement. "Then I will find it," she declared. "Where must I go?" The guardian pointed to the horizon, where the mist began to clear, revealing a path Lena had never noticed before. Determined, Lena followed the new path. As she walked, the air grew colder and the trees changed, their leaves turning silver. The world around her seemed different, almost magical. Suddenly, a deep chasm appeared before her, too wide to cross. At the bottom, glowing blue water shimmered. "How do I get across?" she wondered aloud. A deep voice rumbled from below. "Only those who truly seek may pass." A giant serpent with shimmering scales rose from the water. "Prove your heart is pure, and I will grant you passage." Lena took a deep breath. "I seek the second crystal to protect the kingdom and those I love," she declared. The serpent examined her closely before lowering its tail, forming a bridge for Lena to cross. On the other side, Lena found herself before an ancient temple, its walls covered in strange carvings. As she stepped forward, the doors slowly creaked open. Inside, an enormous pedestal stood in the center, but it was empty. Lena's heart sank. "Am I too late?" she whispered. A voice echoed through the chamber. "Only when one proves their worth will the crystal return." Same. Lena noticed an inscription on the pedestal. "Speak the words of the first guardian." She closed her eyes, remembering the stories her grandmother once told. She whispered, "The light within us is the key to all things." A soft glow formed above the pedestal, growing into a brilliant crystal. Lena reached out, feeling warmth spread through her fingertips. As soon as she touched the crystal, the temple shook. The doors burst open, and a gust of wind carried her outside. The serpent watched as the crystal's light shone across the land. "You have done well, Lena," it said. "Now, return and restore balance." Lena retraced her steps, feeling the power of the second crystal guiding her. The mist cleared as she approached the hidden kingdom once more. The queen and Mira awaited her. "You have found it," the queen said, awe in her voice. "Now, place it beside the first." Lena carefully set the crystal next to the original. Instantly, both stones pulsed with light, intertwining in a dance of color. The entire kingdom seemed to hum with energy. "The balance has been fully restored," Mira said, smiling. "Thanks to you, Lena, our world will remain strong for generations to come." Lena felt pride and joy, but also a pull toward home. "I must return to my village," she said. The queen nodded. "You will always have a place here, Lena." Mira handed her a new map, one that held paths unknown even to her grandmother. "For your next adventure," she whispered. Translation. Lena stepped through the kingdom's gates one last time, looking back with a smile. As she walked back home, she knew this was not the end of her journey, just the beginning of many more adventures to come. However, as she passed through the forest, she noticed something strange. The trees whispered her name, and the glowing stone in her pocket vibrated with an unfamiliar warmth. Curious, Lena paused to listen. A soft voice echoed in the air. "Lena, your destiny is still unfolding. Follow the river beyond the hills." Her heart pounded with excitement and apprehension. Should she continue home or follow this new call to adventure? She tightened her grip on the glowing stone and decided to follow the voice. As she neared the river, the landscape began to shift. The sky darkened slightly, and unfamiliar ruins emerged from the mist. Ancient carvings covered the stones, depicting creatures and symbols she had never seen before. In the center stood an obelisk with a glowing inscription. She stepped forward, and as she touched the stone, it shimmered with golden light. A sudden gust of wind howled through the ruins, and a deep rumble shook the ground. From the shadows emerged a tall figure draped in silver robes. "Lena," the figure spoke, "you have restored the balance. But the true history of the kingdom has yet to be revealed. There is a hidden truth that only you can uncover. The figure extended a hand, offering a small, intricate key. As soon as it touched her palm, visions flashed through her mind. Memories of the kingdom before its decline, images of a hidden chamber beneath the palace, and a message from her grandmother. "You must find the Chamber of Echoes," the voice whispered. Lena opened her eyes, her path now clear. With the key in hand and determination in her heart, she turned back toward the hidden kingdom, ready for yet another adventure.